How's
Good
everybody
morning,
doing
Rod.
this morning?
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning. Good morning, guys. Want to welcome everybody to our Dream Team Friday Mastermind. We're going to go ahead and kick it off. It is 8 o'clock, so we're going to get rolling here. Again, welcome everybody. Welcome as everybody comes on in. Share my screen. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. Well, I want to welcome everybody again to our Dream Team Friday Mastermind. We always start out our Friday Mastermind with some gratitude. You know, what you're grateful for on this morning. Today is a really special day in the Christian world. A Good Friday. You know, it's that time of reflection and kind of commemorating what Christ did on Calvary for us. So very special day today. So guys, we'll go around the room. Anybody grateful for anything on this morning? Any gratitude? Anybody want to start us off?
Hey, I'll start us off, Rod. I'm just grateful for being in the land of the living. As I always say, you know, it didn't necessarily have to be that way. It could be totally different for me this morning. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful for that.
Amen. All right, Rodney.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
I just want to, since I couldn't get off mute quick enough, I said I wanted to get on and just say I'm thankful and grateful, not just to be here, but being recovering from COVID for the second time. It's always a challenge because I have underlying issues, and just being able to breathe is a blessing without congestion, without anything else going on. So I'm thankful for that.
Amen, bro. Absolutely, Pam. So thankful, grateful that you're feeling better. Good. Anybody, what are you grateful for on this morning as you come in?
Hey, Rod, this is Andrew. Like Rodney said, I'm grateful to be on the wake up list this morning, and that God's grace and mercy was sufficient. And we're reminded of what his son Jesus did for us. And that's enough for me. I mean, you know, there's a lot of other things going on, but that's sufficient for me.
I know that's right. Again, welcome everybody. We're just doing some reflection time, just some gratitude statements. It's a very special day today, Good Friday, as we commemorate, you know, what Christ did for us, going to the cross, and special day. So happy, blessed Good Friday on today. So we're just going around the room. What are you grateful for on this morning?
I want to say that I'm grateful to be on the wake up list. Also, I am onboarding right now as a referral agent. And so initially I had a lot of rough patches, just trying to get, I guess you could say, all the virtual paperwork to go through, and some hiccups along the way. And I'm in the process right now of getting my business cards. So I'm starting out as a referral agent, and things are coming along. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, welcome, Michelle. We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
Michelle. Welcome. Yeah. Good morning, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome, Michelle. Welcome. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the goodness of God, for His mercies. I'm grateful. My wife and I just got back from our beach house, so we had a really good time all week. So, just grateful for being, just being able to, just reflect, get away, and just knowing that God is good. He watches over us. The sacrifice that He made for us, so that we can enjoy the good things that He has given us on this side of eternity, so that we can actually end up being a blessing to other people. So I'm very grateful for that.
Awesome. All right. Welcome back. Anybody else? Tim, we can't hear you if you were talking.
Hey, good morning. Hey,
Check in
good
with my
morning. Hey,
boss from 10:30 to 11.
can you hear me?
Go ahead, Tim. Yes, sir. I muted.
Okay, yeah.
That was somebody else. Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I am, like everybody else said, man, I'm grateful for the day, for being on the wake up list. Good Friday. It's excited time of the year. We really reflect, like you said this morning on our prayer call that you did this morning, you and your lovely wife, Pastor LaSharie, today is Good Friday, the day that Jesus Christ put it all on the line for us, that we may have eternal life. And I just thank God for that, and don't take it lightly. And I just pray that on this weekend that people, whether you're a believer or not, that you just go to a church, in your local area, and really learn about what Christ, the sacrifice that he made on the cross. And so I'm thankful for that, to, have my family, and that, my mom, as I told you, she was in the hospital. She's back up into rehab, doing a little bit better. And I just thank God for health and strength, and, just God's protection. We as real estate agents, I don't know if a lot of you guys spend a lot of time in the car, but I spend a lot of time driving up and down the road. And, and each time we get in the car, vehicles, can be a deadly weapon. I mean, I seen some fatalities yesterday. I seen a fatality this morning, vehicle fatalities. And I just thank God that, he keeps me each and every time I jump in a car and cover and keeps me, because there's no guarantee. But I thank God for his angels camped around about me. So that's what I'm grateful for.
That's awesome, Tim. Thank you for sharing that.
All right, I have to say this. I am grateful for life and for the power of prayer. Some of you may or may not know, about 6 months ago, my mom she's been in and out of the hospital, and she was put on hospice. And in the midst of her being on hospice, it was really, we had several rough patches. But I'm grateful that, I was so excited about her birthday, that she made it to her birthday through her birthday. In fact, the nurses, the CNAs, the helpers that we've had coming in, my mom is such a prayer warrior. She has prayed with all of them.
Wow.
Her caregiver that's here with her, on the weekends especially, she led her to the Lord. She may not be able to use her hands like she used to and cook big meals like she used to, but I'm so grateful that she is able still to use her mouth and share the love of God. And that is such an amazing, amazing thing for me, because it's an example of faith and perseverance.
Yes, it is.
Because, I would have to sleep outside her room because she would struggle to breathe 5 months ago.
Wow.
Look at God.
And was on 24 hours oxygen. And I am so grateful, because like this time of year is her favorite time of year. She'll tell you Easter is her like favorite time. She got saved on Easter Sunday. And it was just how God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above what we can ask or think. So I am super grateful for the healing power of God, for the power of God to keep my mind and to keep her in the midst of it, and to turn things around in her life so supernaturally. And I could go on and on, but I'm so thankful. I could not just let this day go by just by saying, life is a precious gift, and we've got to treat it with such respect and honor. And I honor God today for life.
Praise God.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Natasha.
Awesome.
Yes, God is a healer.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Praise God.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
Good morning. I just want to say I'm grateful to God. I'm grateful this Holy Week. A Holy Week I've been studying and reading and studying on his word, and I just can't imagine what he went through, but that's a love that I'll never know. And that's a love that I have, but I because you love your kids, but it's just God loved us so much that he would put his son. I don't know if I could sacrifice my child. I don't,
Right.
anyone that could, but I thank excuse me, I thank God so much for this Good Friday. And that's all. I thank him. That love that he had for us, people don't understand it. But I love y'all, because people don't get to do this every day with people that they work with. So I'm grateful to God that I've connected with you all. And that's my, I thank God for waking up this morning, for the things that we take for granted, but I thank God for everything he's done for us.
Wow. Power. Thank you so much for sharing that, Joy.
Amen, Joy.
Amen. Yes.
Amen.
Yeah. Who else, guys? Who else wants to share? What are you grateful for on this Good Friday?
I'm grateful for everything that God has done for me. Waking me up this morning, keeping me in my right mind through all the chaos that's going on in my life. And just, each and every day is a blessing. Would like to just thank him for constantly blessing me for the things that I take for granted each and every day. It's, like I said, it's a lot going on in my life, but ultimately just keeping me in the right mind to keep pushing forward.
Awesome, Cam.
All right.
Good. Guys, I got a special guest here with me this morning. All right.
Good morning.
White LaSheree.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I thought I'd join you all on this Good Friday.
Awesome. Good to see you.
Such a good son. Yes, I'm not usually able to jump on during this time, because I'm dual career, but definitely my hearts are with you all, and Dream Team, we've been going for several years, right?
8 years at least.
Yes. So just excited to be here on this morning, just to hear about some of the awesome things that are going on.
We're talking about what we're grateful for this morning.
I'm grateful first of all, I'm grateful for God. I'm grateful for my awesome husband here, Rod Obi, and also grateful for the Dream Team. One thing that I really realized when we went to the Atlanta rally recently is that what we have here, it's like what we have here is something special. And I think that lots of people there, really noticed that. Natasha was there along with a lot of the Atlanta team, but it just really made us appreciate just the awesome team that we have, this awesome sort of system that we have for raising up agents just to go to the next level in their business. Lots of people wanted to know more about that, even in Atlanta. So we're just excited to be a part of this amazing team of agent partners, and we're excited about where we're going, because this is our best year. So I'm just thankful to be. I'm thankful for all of you.
And can I just add to that? Just seeing Rod and LaSheree, I was super proud, because they'll be over in the corner praying with people. I was like, "Ooh, oh my God!" I walked by people, look at God, just so awesome. Okay, I just had to throw that in there. That was awesome, y'all.
I forgot about that. Yeah, we had people coming up and asking us to pray with them just for being on stage.
Wow.
Just representing who we are everywhere we go, guys. We're representing Christ.
Right. We were talking. Rod did an awesome job, talking to real estate and production and giving some awesome tips. But he did sprinkle a little bit of who he is, and I tell you, it just was amazing to me. I mean, it's like people were just really excited. They were motivated by it, and it really touched a lot of people. So we're excited about the Dream Team. And sometimes we can get comfortable, with what we have. But I was like, we got something really good, because they were they were talking to us about, well, how do you all, collaborate? How do you get people together? How do you keep people excited and engaged? And that's something that you all have been doing. We've been doing here at the Dream Team for years before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're just excited about what we have, and we just want to make sure that we appreciate that.
And we were actually many of you don't know, we were actually guests on the Wealthy Group's their team meeting. I mean, they have over 300 people in their group, and it was like almost 100 on and they invited us in to kind of hear what we do. And we had
Here,
people
the dream team,
the dream team, and we had people in Atlanta coming, just thanking us so much for just being on their Zoom training and them and showing what we talk about, how we've been operating the business as a couple, as a dual career couple, but how we strengthen one another and how we're united force, and and how we just represent Christ. So even on their call, we were
right. We met a gentleman there that actually he's been with EXP for three years, and he has attracted over 1,000 agents.
Wow.
They're agents that look like us, talk like us, walk like us. So
yeah,
that was really, inspirational for us too, just to be able to collaborate with him. And but he wanted to know more about this dream team. He's like, I like that name. I like that,
Yeah.
So so it just shows us that, we do have something special here. So we're just excited about that.
All right.
Good.
Anybody else, guys, what you grateful for this morning? One or two more, then we're going to shift gears into our training. Anybody else? No. How about some wins? We'll shift to wins. Any wins? What good happened in your business this week that we can celebrate?
Well, I got my listing went under contract, which was great.
Awesome.
I also got thank you. Got a new listing that went active yesterday. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo in Germantown.
Mm-hmm.
And I also got new construction under contract this week as well.
Man,
so it was a good week.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, man. Awesome.
Amen.
Woo. All right. Anybody else?
Hey, good morning. I got a listing coming up in Fredericksburg, so I'm gonna need y'all, my Nova people, to help me out get that sold.
Okay.
Yeah. Same area Michelle had something listed in, and I got a listing coming soon with here in Chesterfield, and couple of listings closing. One closing on Monday. It's supposed to close today, but somebody forgot to push the button to send the CD. so we're a day late. So but we doing good over here.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Congrats. That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Hey, this is Tim. I had a listing coming soon on Monday, this past Monday. So it's gonna go live tomorrow. I have 11 showing appointments already for tomorrow morning. And 2 people knocked on the door and asked could they come in, and they had agents. I was like, they lost their oh, we want to do a cash offer. I'm like, look, you just got to get in line. I told my client, don't open the door for nobody. They can talk to the ring doorbell.
That's it.
I was outside yesterday, and the neighbor came up, and I told the neighbor, I said, hey, listen, we're gonna have a lot of people probably coming in tomorrow. And there's a townhouse, how they have the assigned parking. And I said, hey, a lot of people may come through. If somebody accidentally inadvertently parks in your parking space, apologize in advance, because people are gonna be coming here, but they probably won't be here that long, just in case, to give you a heads up, in case you want to, block off your parking space. She says, oh, okay. She says, oh, so you're the realtor? I said, yeah. She said, do you mind coming and taking a look at my house to see what we need to sell our house?
Yes.
Give me some honest. Went over there, took a look. Really needed nothing done. They upgrade everything. They said, well, we're looking to upgrade. Just had a new baby. We want to get a single family house, new construction. And so went over there, took a look at her house. She liked what I had to say. And I told her, I said, well, talk to your husband. Let's get together this week, and we'll talk about what we're going to do to get your house on the market. So she's very excited about that. And so it was good. And awesome. I'm on my way to an appointment right now.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Nice.
Yes, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Woo, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I got a new listing, went on a listing appointment yesterday. I got a nice one coming in Alexandria, guys, near Kingstown. Single family home price, 725. So it's gonna be a nice,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
bring me a
nice.
buyer, bring me a buyer.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, all.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. All right, anybody else? All right, guys, we're gonna jump into our training this morning. Kind of in the spirit of the day, reflection and just kind of, thinking about life. We're gonna think about our business today, kind of some reflective type work this morning, kind of do a little bit of deep work on this morning. As far as our goals, our vision, where we want to be. Can y'all see my slides okay?
Yes.
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 Okay. Of course, this is my famous picture here, kind of where we are right now, kind of getting us across the bridge to where we want to be. But kind of starting out initially talking about choices, thoughts, breaking patterns, and then we're going to get into our goals. A couple of questions kind of surrounding goals. And how many of y'all know that your choices, habits, patterns are so important, so critical? Your choices that you make every single day, the choices, even getting up early in the morning, starting your day, the choices that you make in life, the choices that you make in your finances, with your relationships, with your marriage, your money, your children, choices are so critical. So I want everybody to really reflect and be mindful and creating like an awareness around your choices. Your choices, and what Pastor Deborah has a saying, your choices are long lasting and life impacting, long lasting and just impacting. It impacts your life. It takes a couple of seconds to make a choice, but you make the wrong choice, it can impact you for the rest of your life. Is that right, y'all?
Yes.
That's correct.
So your choices are so critical. Decide to make new choices, guys. Decide to, first become aware of your choices. Again, these calls are about awareness. Man, I need to be aware of my choices. I need to train my kids to be aware of their choices as well. And your habits, being able to face. So when you decide to make a new choice, now you're in a new realm. Now you got to be ready to face the discomfort and work through it, because it's something different now, especially choices in your business, deciding now that, hey, I'm going to prospect, I'm going to lead generate, I'm going to do the money making activities, the things that I need to be doing to move my business forward. But you want to be aware of the discomfort that's going to come with it, being able to work through the discomfort, work through the uncertainty, the lack of predictability. Because what you've been doing all along is very predictable. We have predictable, we know exactly what time we're going to get up. You're used to getting up, doing the same thing. You're used to kind of operating your day like you operated. It's real comfortable for you. But once you start to now move into an area that I'm making another choice, I'm choosing to operate at a higher level. Now it's uncertainty, it's unpredictable. So you got to be able to kind of work through that consistently. Getting out of your comfort zone. The unknown is uncomfortable, because if you think about it, like you've been living like you've been living, you've been you for a long time. Is that right? At least 30, 40 years. You've been operating your personality, your character, the you of you have been that way for a long time. So this shift that needs to take place, because y'all hear me say more of you equals more of you. If you want to change, you got to make a change. You hear us say that a lot. But so the new you, the new choices. Jump in anytime, honey.
I'm just saying, this is good. I'm taking notes.
Feel free to. But you got to do we want everybody to do some reflective work on like why you aren't further along right now. Why are you not further along in your business? Why are you not further along in your income level, the amount of homes that you're selling, the awards, the icons, and things like that? Why? What's blocking you? And we're going to get into some of that today, but why aren't you further along in every part of your life? Why aren't you further along in your walk in Christ? Why are you kind of halfway in and halfway out? You barely go to church. You go to church sometimes, and, different parts of your life, because you take you everywhere that you go. Is that right? So Why are you not further along? Why is kind of that halfway mentality? You halfway saved, you're halfway holy, you're halfway prospecting, you're halfway doing this. So this call is, this is the mastermind to really shift our mindset now to like become aware of like, hey, no, I have been operating this way for a long time. I should be a lot further along than I am right now, where I am right now. And I'm speaking to ourselves too, guys, and I'm not saying that we've arrived, but this is kind of the benefit of everybody. Halfway. I don't know if some of y'all heard me teaching the world. I break down the halfway. You halfway doing everything in your life, because how you do anything is how you do everything. Every single thing. You operating halfway in this area, you also have operating halfway in another area. In your walk, your business, relationships, marriage, everywhere, it spills over to other parts of your life. You're halfway in. Don't want to go all the way. So your thoughts, guys, the next one, your thoughts. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So your thoughts, your prevailing thoughts are every day. You got to be, you got to get to the point where you become conscious, you become more aware. You got to almost like that that thing that Natasha talks about, that Pandora method, and you got all whatever it's called. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You got to check yourself almost every hour to say, what am I thinking about? I got to think about what I'm thinking about. Am I thinking that I'm going to fail in the business? Am I thinking that 2023 is just going to be a repeat of 2022? Are you dwelling too much about what's not happening in your business instead of what you want to have happen, where you want to go in your business, the blessings, overflow, abundance, prosperity, increase coming into your life? What are your prevailing thoughts? What are the thoughts that mostly consume your mind? Does that make sense, guys?
Absolutely.
All right.
What are your prevailing thoughts? What are the thoughts that you are most thinking about on a regular basis? Are you looking at the vision? Or are you looking at what's currently, taking place in your life, your current reality? Because your current reality, you focusing on that, you're going to continue to stay in a cycle. We're going to be talking about breaking the patterns, but you're going to be staying in a cycle of poverty and a lack. Barely enough, barely making it by, scared to go to the ATM, take money out because you don't know if it's enough in there, just having that lack mentality. So we want to break those patterns. Is that right, Dream Team? We want to break this. This is the wealthy group. Can we be the wealthy group? So this is the wealthy group, but it starts with our mindset, guys. We got to have the wealthy mindset. We want to have an abundance mindset, a blessed mindset that, 2023 is going to be our best year ever. Y'all, anybody believe that? Y'all can come up here. Anybody believe that?
It is my best
year ever. Best year ever. I'm going to sell more homes.
Also, just, understanding that you all are some of the most talented realtors, and just from a production standpoint, we have everything that we need inside of us. I think that the thought of understanding just who we are, because, we look at other, maybe look at other agents, and maybe we're, maybe some people are capping, some people are just, trying to get there, some people trying to get to the next deal, but we have everything we need already inside of us. So really making sure we tap into that, from a production standpoint, from just connecting with your client standpoint. We have the coaches and we have mentors, but everything, we just got to make sure we understand that everything we need, we already have inside of us. And every single person on this call, each of us, we can reach our fullest potential. We just got to understand that from a thought perspective, we don't want to see ourselves small or see, already be who it is that we're striving to be. So we're already top producers. We're already, whether you're on the way, you're already there. You're already walking like, we're already talking like it. We're already seeing ourselves there. So just want to make sure the thought process is very, very, very important, how we see ourselves.
That's so critical. You got to see yourself, where you want to go in the business, see yourself. Like, years ago, we decided that we're going to be icon agents. We wanted to be the top agents in our industry, and everything that we do, we wanted to be the best. We wanted to be the top. just knowing, just like Lashri said, just knowing who you are and whose you are, you know,
Right.
and knowing that, hey, you are the best out there, but we got to level up. We got to step up to the plate though. It's one thing knowing it, but we got to start walking in it. We got to start acting like it, talking like it, and level up my business. That's why these meetings are so important throughout our week. It's like get everybody to the point where you see yourself as an icon agent. You see yourself as a millionaire. How many of y'all can see yourself as a millionaire, as a multi-millionaire?
I'm a multi-millionaire.
All right, I see it.
Yeah.
I'm a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, you're a multiple six-figure earner. Start walking in it, start believing it, start confessing it, start, you know, with your affirmations, your declarations in the morning, declaring that this is who you are. You start redefining yourself. Stop being, you have the choice today to redefine yourself from this day forward. I'm going to start walking, talking, and acting like I'm a multi-millionaire, because you really are. You just need to bring it out of you, you know?
Right.
So great point, honey. So next one is breaking patterns. There's some old patterns that we got to break. The patterns that you've been operating on right now are giving you the results that you're receiving right now. Where you live, your bank account, you know, your lifestyle, everything are a result of your patterns, your habits, the way you've been operating and functioning in your life. So you got to, again, creating awareness now that, hey, there's some patterns that I need to change. There's some old habits that I need to change. You know, my attitude, negative mindset, you know, we were talking on the Dream Team call, you know, and the other day, and I was telling you, I sat down with a loan officer, young man, and I had to correct him, you know, and I think it was beneficial for him because he's not in rooms like this for somebody to give him some positive correction. How many of y'all know positive correction is good?
Absolutely.
It's a good thing. So I had to give him some positive correction, like, you know, this is a business meeting, you know, I don't use profanity. And he was referring to one of my clients that he had said something to him and he had used a pretty vulgar word. And I had to correct him on it. You know, I appreciate you not even talk to my clients in that type of language. And as a professional, a young African-American man, you need to level up. You need to go to the next level. You need to change your language. You can express yourself without using profanity. Is that right, y'all?
Absolutely.
So leveling up in every part of your life, guys. That's why you got to do a self-examination of what needs to change.
Right.
What do I need to get rid of? What old habits are not serving me for where I'm going? They may have been fine for the past and what you've done in the past and how you've operated in the balance of your life, but where you're going, what needs to shift? What needs to change? You know, I thank God for my second Holy Ghost right here. she corrects me. She changes. She checks me on stuff. You need somebody that's going to check you and be able to call you out, but you got to be in a point where you can receive it. Some people are afraid to tell you anything because they know you're going to get an attitude and you're not going to receive it. You ain't going to talk to them for a week or 2 weeks or a day. Your wife can't tell you nothing, or your husband can't tell you anything, because now you're going to be stopping up. You ain't going to cook dinner for them. I ain't getting no amens on here.
That's a shame.
But guys, negative mindset, lazy, procrastination, not giving your all, you know, lying spirit, cheating, guys. We don't do that. Dream Team, guys, we taking our business professionalism to a whole new level. We don't stretch the truth. You know, we fess up to, if we make a mistake, we forget something in a transaction, we fess up to it.
Right.
We own it, guys, own it. We don't try to finagle out of it. We don't stretch the truth. We don't lie. You know, we want to level up, guys. We want to have good character in everything that we do. Is that right, y'all?
I love it.
That's right.
Character, guys. This is who we are. Hey, this is how we were talking on stage in Atlanta, you know. But guys, we really want to go to the next level. Let's talk about our goals, guys. Our goals. Everybody all right?
Super
Yes.
good.
All right.
Can y'all see my slide okay?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, guys. So why is this a goal? How many of y'all have goals? How many of y'all got a goal for this year, 2023, your goals?
Absolutely.
So we got our goals written down, guys. Why is this goal important? Write it down, guys. You know, just, you know, take a picture of this screen. I want you to do some reflective, some deep work this week. Why is this goal important to me? What's your big why? What's your big why, guys? So important. I know you heard this 1,000 times, but what is your why? Why is this goal important to me? You gotta really dial in and get zeroed in on why is this goal important? Because this why is gonna be the thing that when that laziness comes upon you, or when that spirit of like, man, I'm an entrepreneur, I don't have a supervisor, I don't have a boss, I can just kind of make my day, I can wing my day, I can just go hang out and just look at videos all day long. What's going to be the why that makes you do your money-making activities? What's going to be the thing that's going to get you up out of bed, go to work every single day, and do what it takes to be an icon agent, to be a capper? What's it going to take for you to really make it happen for you and your family? What is that why? Why is this a goal important to you? Think about it. Why is that goal important to you? What will success look like? What does it look like, guys? Get a vision of it. What does success look like? Again, we were talking about mindset, what you're thinking. What does it look like? It's so important to get a clear vision of what does success look like for you. Are you giving more? Are you blessing your church? Are you blessing the kingdom? What does it look like? Your dream home, your dream car, dream a little bit. It's okay to dream a little bit, guys. What does success look like? Think about it this weekend, guys. What does success look like?
We also want to think about legacy,
Yeah.
and it's one thing for us to be successful, but what does success look like from the standpoint of your family, your children? So we're building something that, we're building something for the now, but we got to think about legacy. Do we want our kids to model what we're doing, as far as success in every aspect of our life? But definitely we want to look at not just the now, but we want to look at legacy and what are we leaving, to our children? What are we leaving to those that are coming after us?
Right.
So for me, that's true success, to be able to, raise up, your children and leave something for your children, for them to be successful, not just for them to start at ground zero. Every generation starts at ground zero. So
generational wealth.
Right. So like Jimmy said, generational wealth. And so when we say, what does success look like? And I know we haven't, gotten there yet, but I just really want to, just not only what we're doing for ourselves, but we also want to think about legacy, which is, EXP does provide us the opportunity to do that, to build generational wealth. So we definitely want to be thinking from that aspect.
Yeah. And I've heard my wife say things like, success for her is, how she pours into her children. Like, our kids are doing amazing things now, but it's not by accident. It was very intentional. It was very intentional what my wife did for our children, that, we do have our daughter in medical school that, and she travels all over the world. She's got passports, and I think she's up in Connecticut today at a major medical conference. All of that was intentional. And we don't, even with our son, what he's doing, everything's intentional.
Right. So, and some of you, what your kids and your family are doing some awesome things. So we just want to, I think the key thing is when we look at success, make sure we're not just looking at our success, but we're looking at how can we impact the generations after us to be successful.
Absolutely.
So your success can carry on. So
right. And even outside of money, outside of finances, carrying that a generation or legacy of, just living right thinking, having health, character, so those things as well. And that we'll try to instill in our children as well. Oh, maybe the caregiver. Sorry, guys.
Rod, can I say something real quick? I just want to draw a line through the 4 key points that you started with. I think one of the things that, and I think I can say this safely because of everyone here. I mean, I will assume and believe that, pretty much every one of us in here are children of God. by affirmation, by knowing that Christ is our Lord and Savior, right? And I think the biggest challenge that in this group, me making that assumption that we children of God, is sometimes we don't, and I'm going to use the word we, so that we all know that this is not me saying someone is doing something and someone is not. I think sometimes we do not open our eyes to look beyond the initial goals that we have for one another, that we have in our own personal lives. See, every step, what God has given to us, every step, He has to expand and He has to increase. Your initial focus and goal could be how to raise your kids or how your family has to, not just survive, but thrive. But at some point, it needs to go to now your community, then your city, your state, your nation, your world, wherever you're able to extend your tentacles. That's why even the scripture says that you go preach the word, you start in your own Jerusalem, then you expand out and expand out. And we've got to be able to understand that legacy, being able to do these things that we're talking about, will require having a mind that goes beyond your own limits. That's why the why has to scare you. That's why you have to live for a purpose. That's why you have to live the life of Christ in you every day throughout, and it permeates to every single thing. Because one of the things about when we're talking about this issue of, breaking certain thought patterns, setting certain goals and thinking on those things that you have to do, requires just knowing that you are already made for a purpose.
That's right.
And if you know that you are made for a purpose, then you begin to, it's not about now just saying, what is my purpose? It's about living in your purpose so that the power that is already inherent in you, that is the dynamic power of God that is already on the inside of you, to cause things that be not as though they were, to allow things to change and happen. That begins to happen because you've got to understand that there is a purpose, not just about what you can consume. And I think a lot of the times, especially children of God, we stay focused just on what we can have and not understanding that there's a bigger picture. There's a purpose, because once you set all these other things in place and they're good, there's another challenge that needs to be done, that needs to be fulfilled. And you have to start living with that purpose, that there's nothing that can come your way that God has not allowed you to overcome. So you've got to do the work and be willing to make that sacrifice, to make that change. I don't know if that helps anyone, but it's just something that was on my mind. And yeah.
That's good. That's good, Jimmy. Thank you. Yep. Guys, along those same lines, guys, how will you benefit from reaching this goal? How will you benefit? How will you and your family benefit from reaching this goal? Just think about that, guys. Some of the benefits. Again, creating that legacy, building a legacy, building worth, net worth, wealth. Who will support you to achieve your goals? Who's going to support you? Who's your team? Who's your cheerleaders? My wife has always been my biggest cheerleader. She was a cheerleader in high school. Who's your biggest cheerleaders, guys? Is going to cheer you along the way, who's going to, speak into your life, speak positive. A lot of us, hey, we're cheerleaders of one another here on the Dream Team. We root you on, guys. We want you to be successful. We want you to exceed anything that we've ever done. We want to see some 5-time, 6-time, 7-time icons coming out of the Dream Team. We want to see some multi-millionaires coming out of Dream Team. We want you to exceed what we've done. So who's going to be your greatest cheerleaders? Who's going to support you? And then be aware of those people who don't support you. Stay away from the dream stealers and the negative, those the energy suckers. And, you want to stay away from those type of people who are like vampires to your business, who, just get you off track and get you going down the wrong path. you got to stay away from those negative people. I surround myself with people who are like-minded, who are positive and influential, and who are going the same direction, or who are on a higher level. So who you're surrounding yourself with is so critical, so important. Who's in your, they used to say, have a saying, who's in your five? Who's in your five back in the day? But your support system is so critical. Your support system is so critical, guys. Who's going to be your support and treat your goals? How will you benefit? Let's see, I think I hit that one already. Let's see. Yes, so what is and will be your biggest barrier? What's going to be the thing that blocks you, stops you? What's the thing that always blocks your flow? You know, some of y'all heard to teach my class.
Yeah, what's blocking your flow?
What's blocking your flow? What's going to be that thing, guys? You know, a lot of time we're our biggest enemy. We're our worst enemy. We're our barrier. Our mindset, our beliefs, and our bad habits and things that we're doing unconsciously that is really blocking the blessing from coming to you. Pam, you got anything on that?
No, you said it, because you said, what's the biggest blocker? And it's always us. You know, our mindset, our habits, you know, that we know what we're supposed to be doing, but we don't do it. So we're our biggest blocker.
Yeah. Guys, what's going to be the biggest barrier? You know, not having a schedule, just winging it every day. You're not really disciplining it yourself and doubling down. You know, what's going to be the other, you know, kind of things that are almost like secret agents that's working against you, you know, like that pride, that stubbornness, you know, that arrogance, some bad character flaws that you need to get rid of. You know, what's going to be the thing? Not being a giver, guys. We talk about giving all the time.
Right.
You know, you got a stingy spirit, so you're blocking the flow. You know, the law of reciprocity, guys. That is so powerful that you're operating in a law of reciprocity. You're giving so you can receive a harvest. Operating in the laws of God. What's going to be the thing, the biggest barrier to you? Think about that, guys. Think about what's been blocking your flow for the last 2-3 years since you've been licensed. What are the things that are blocking you from getting to that next level, from going to the next level? What's going to be the barrier? Think about those things, guys. What's going to be your barrier? You got to identify the enemy. If you continue down this road, guys, it's going to be June, it's going to be July, it's going to be August, and it's still operating in the same mindset of where you are right now. This meeting today is like reflection time. This is our reflection time. You know, all day long, Good Friday, we're going to be reflecting. But reflecting, what's been blocking you? Why are you not at that level, next level? What's been holding you back? What's been keeping you small? What's been keeping your bank account small? What's been, you're living on that, you know, in my past class, I used to talk about the 2 for 20, the 2 for 20 mindset. You know, you're always looking for the deal. You're always looking for the sale. I mean, nothing wrong with sales. We're very frugal with our money.
Talking about me.
I like sales.
I was like, what's 2 for 20? I was trying to understand.
People like Jimmy, they don't even know what 2 for 20 is.
No.
He don't eat those places.
When you said 2 for 20, I thought maybe you're something, you know, that I mean, I'm like, what?
Oh, that's the Applebee's menu. You know, you get all this. You know, sometimes my story.
I'm sorry. I'm glad you explained, because I was struggling. I was about to go 2 for 20. I was just like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. You go and like the Applebee's, they have a 2 for 20. They have a whole menu.
Oh, okay.
You're speaking to the wealthy group, Rod. The wealthy group is not
You gotta remember your audience.
No. You're speaking to a Caribbean woman who learns.
You know, the way you said when you said 2 for 20.
2 for 20 is you cook at home.
Yeah, I was thinking
about that. You make your own meals.
I thought maybe you were talking about maybe the 80-20 rule. You know, deep philosophical.
No, yeah, the 2 for 20 mindset. So you go to Applebee's, they have a list of all these great foods that you can order, but then they have a special deal on the back, 2 for 20. You know, you pick 2 items for $20. So I used to like be racking my brain trying to pick something on the 22 for 20 that I really don't even like, instead of ordering what I want on the regular menu.
It was actually me. I would say, well, what do you want? You want this because it's on the 2 for 20. And he was like, I don't even want that. Why do I have to order from you?
I don't have to order on the 2 for 20. I
That's
got
me
a
and
couple.
my husband. That's me and my husband. I'm like, but it's on sale. Get that. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I was like, but it's 2 for 20.
It's 2 for 20. But the moral of the story, guys, being able to live the life that you want, being able to eat where you want to eat, and not have to order, go somewhere nice, not ordering from the right side of the menu. You know what the right side of the menu is? You looking at the price first before you determine what you really want to eat. You eating on based on what's on the price. So not ordering from the right side of the menu, but from the left side, getting what you want to eat. You know what I'm saying?
And
So,
I get all frustrated because I'm like, but it's on sale, 2 for 20. I'm all frustrated. Just get what you want. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Get what you want. Get you what you want. Yeah. How will I stay focused and disciplined, guys? I think it's the last one. How will you stay focused and disciplined during this process? How will you stay focused and disciplined? What's going to be the thing that's going to discipline? Got to get that accountability partner. I heard Natasha saying that she called up Joy. It's like, hey, we that's my accountability partner. We holding each other, feet to the
She's
fire.
harassing me. We harassing each other. Yeah, she'll send me a long text and I'll send her, all right, here's my text of what I'm doing. We go back and forth. It's good.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
But can I had posted this in the group when you were talking about accountability. You are 95% researchers have found that your success level, you are 95% more successful when you're accountable. Wow. So I am like made up my mind, okay, after this week's call where you talked about accountability, become more accountable, in all aspects of my life. I have a girlfriend that's into financial, and she's like, we go for physical checkups, but we never get financial checkups. And that's an accountability thing, right? Yeah. And I haven't had a financial checkup in a long time, but sometimes we avoid going to the doctor because we don't want to hear what they have to say because we ain't doing the right things.
Yep. Right. You're right.
And I've been stuck in that spot for a second. So it's kind of like, are you accountable? And I've been challenging myself since your Monday's call to, okay, stay accountable, stay plugged in. I'll be texting Joy like, yo, what's your numbers? Here are mine. What's up? Here's what I plan to do. So yeah, it helps.
Awesome. Powerful.
That is awesome. It's actually very amazing that you said that. I was talking to my accountant 2 days ago, and we actually had that kind of a conversation. And I said, what am I paying you for? If you're going to bring the problem to my feet. I said, I don't want to talk about it. I said, that's what you're paid for. You handle it, then let me know. And then you tell me what I need to do if I'm not doing what I need to do. And I think that's actually one of the biggest things that we don't think about, what Natasha just said. People don't do things. They don't want to be accountable to people because they are afraid of what they need, they will discover. You don't go to a doctor because you're scared what the doctor is going to do, because they're going to tell you you need to change your habit. You don't go to a doctor because you're already like, oh my gosh, they're going to tell me this and I need to stop this. Because the doctor is not going to say, well, I think, no, they're going to tell you exactly what needs to happen. Same thing with dentists. Why are you not doing that with your accountant? Why are you not doing it with your CPA? Why are you not doing it with your law firm? Everyone in here, that we all have businesses. We're business people. You need to be accountable, not just to your business partners, but you need to be accountable to the people that you pay for services, and they need to be accountable to you. You need to have those checkups, you need to have those conversations, because you're running a business. Otherwise, what you're doing to yourself is financial.
Hey, how you doing? I just saw you circling around and you stopped here.
You got to change those things. We've got to understand those things are important. You need to have those conversations, and you need to be accountable to someone. Don't run away from responsibilities. If you want to, then you need to go get a 9-to-5 job that your HR department and your company is the one that deals with it, and you don't have to deal with anything. It's extremely important what Natasha just said.
That's good.
That's good.
All right, guys. Last one's here. What does April 7th, 2024 look like? Take some time, guys, to exercise. Take some time on this exercise and write a vision, get a vision of what you want it to look like, guys. You are the director of your life. You are the director. You're, the screenwriter, director, guys, write it. What does it look like? Write the vision. What does it look like a year from today? Where are you going to be in your real estate career? Where are you going to be financially, your personal life, finances, relationships? Is it going to be a 10? Are you going to go up? Are you going to level up in every area? What would make it a 10? Think about where you are right now. What would make it a 10? What needs to change? What needs to change in order for my life to be a 10 in every area? April 7th, 2024. 5 years from now, guys, 5 years from now, what does it look like? Get a vision. 5 years from now, what does it look like, guys? What does it look like? You're the director.
Rod, so my newest Audible that I'm listening to right now, it's called Your Future Self. Be Your Future Self Now. And so one of the challenges in that book is writing a letter to your future self, 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and, outlining talking about your future self. So I have not completed the exercise because I just started listening to the book.
I love that.
It's really good, as you are writing, outlines, what does, that just reminded me, okay, and we got to do the work too. I listen, because I'm in the car a lot, I listen to a lot of audiobooks, but sometimes I don't do the work, I'll just be honest.
Yeah.
But really following, so this is my accountability to you guys, right? I will be writing a letter to my future self and seeing what that looks like.
Yeah. I did that years ago with one of my coaches, guys, and I'm going to do it again. So thank you, Natasha. Let's do it. Let's all write a letter to our future self.
It's important.
Love it.
It's a vision builder and a vision changer.
Absolutely.
Write down the vision, make it plain. So
Yeah,
that when you see it, you will run with it.
So I'm gonna put some pressure on myself. Monday come, I'm gonna show y'all, I'm gonna be like, okay, here are my letters to my future self.
Yeah.
So I will not procrastinate. So the whole team will hold my foot to the fire. That's it right there.
That's it. Hey guys, before we close out, I got a good friend of mine, also one of our vendors from Homani, my photographer, Juan Alvarado. I wanted to give him a few minutes just to, we're gonna have, this is one of our vendors that a lot of us on the team are using in our area. So I just wanted to give him a few minutes just to say hello to everybody.
Hey Rod, good morning. Can everyone hear me?
Hey,
yes.
Yes.
Great. Hey, before I say anything, I'd like to start with give a shout out to Pam. Thank you, ma'am, for the opportunity to allow me to do one of your listings. I see that it's under contract already, so congratulations.
Yes, thank you. You are welcome. You guys did an absolutely great job for us.
Thank you for that. And I think Miss Victoria is also getting ready to post a listing. Miss Teresa also, we did a job for her. And I think within 48 hours, her house was the houses were under contract. So, hey, thank you so much for all the opportunities that you are providing me. Rod, thank you for opening the door to this awesome team of EXP. And I'm always eager to help you out and partner with you to make your business better. I love the motivation in the team. And as Rod probably mentioned, before, I spent nearly 30 years in the military. And the 2 cents that I like to add to the motivation, thank you. What I like to add to the motivation that Rod brings to every morning on Fridays is sometimes you don't give yourself enough credit. I received a call this week, and I get calls all the time from, you serve in a place for 30 years. You make friends along the way, but the most meaningful phone calls for me, my close friends, I get them all the time. I talk to them all the time. But it's those guys that you forgot that you serve with, that give you a call and say, hey, I need some advice from you. So I share that with you because sometimes it's okay to pick up the phone, to reach out to one another, ask for that advice. And when people reach out to you, don't downplay it. Give yourself enough credit. When someone's reaching out to you, they need your help, give them what you got. You're good. That's why they're calling you. So hear that call and give yourself enough credit every day. So, hey, I'm on standby. I'm waiting for your call. And anything you need to make your business better, we're doing always innovative things, in my field. But In the leadership and management field, I also can assist with that along with Rod during these meetings. I feel that I have plenty of experience on that, dealing with people. And without getting too long-winded here, next week, maybe if I'm invited, Rod, I like to share experience I had with you all yesterday at the hospital. It talks about, reciprocity and being good to people. But I'll leave that for next time. In the meantime, hey, go out there, give me some listings out there so I can take some photos for you.
Woo! What's your number? What's your contact number?
All right, I'm gonna put her on the chat real quick.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I was on a listing appointment yesterday and Alexandria got the listing and I brought my, this is the premier agent, right?
Yeah, feature agent,
yes. So it's a great brochure, guys. I pulled this out during my listing presentation, talking about the drone and all the different benefits of working with me and our partners. This is a company that we partner with, Humati. They come in through 3D virtual tours. So I love this piece right here. So guys, and that's what you get when you're working with Carlos.
Hey, Rod.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a quick announcement. The CNE class is coming up next week. If you need to register, go ahead and get registered today. They've dropped the price to $349. So please take advantage of the new lower price.
Okay.
If you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to me.
Cool. Okay. All right, Carlos, thank you, sir. Thank you for being with us today. And
info in the chat.
Guys, get put your info in the chat, Carlos. And get signed up for the CNE class. Natasha, if you can just drop it in our WhatsApp or drop it in the chat here of how to get.
I'll drop it in the WhatsApp group today.
Okay. Awesome. All right, guys, we're gonna get ready to wrap it up. But yes.
I just wanted to say a funny story is it's always good to stay in contact with people. So Sergeant Major, he was actually my neighbor when I lived in Triangle.
Wow.
And last time I seen him, I believe we were like in Giant or something like that. But I never knew that he was in this realm because I know he had went to the government sector after he got out the Marine Corps. But we definitely got to connect and hopefully do some business here soon.
That's awesome. Good.
Almighty is awesome, guys.
Carlos, I don't know if you heard that, but yeah, we'll definitely connect with him. He was also so when he's in Triangle, I was their realtor for them in Triangle. Then he moved down to my neighborhood, and he was my next door neighbor. Now he's got a big old beautiful mansion with a pool in it and everything now.
I wouldn't say that. But hey, look, we say measure success with small wins, right? That's it right there. That was the small win for me. But I tell you, Rod helped me along the way too. Hey, I apologize. I didn't hear who made the comment that I served with before.
This is Cameron Wade. I was your neighbor behind you over in Wolfenden on when we lived in Triangle.
Oh my God, absolutely. Yes. Yep. Okay, absolutely. Yeah, let's connect. Thank you. Definitely.
I still didn't get the number in the chat.
I just wish we could have cloned one and it would have been my agent here in Maryland.
I know, right? I put the phone number in the chat. I don't know if you can see it, Rod.
No. Let's see.
No, we can't see it.
I don't see it.
Maybe you didn't send it to everyone.
Let me.
Okay.
I think Joy just put it out there.
Joy just put it.
Okay. Yep, we got it.
Yeah, I'd be remiss if I ain't say something about Juan. Amazing, what he does with Hamadi, and did a nice photo of me and put it on, on the cover of that magazine. And I tell you what, I looked at it and I was like, man, who is this guy? I mean, professional. I mean, nice looking picture. And I tell you, I use that at my listing appointments. Get ready to use it this afternoon. And I tell you what, if you haven't gotten with Hamadi, get with him because it'll take your business to a whole different level.
Absolutely. Turnaround time is quick. I mean, within, man, I'm getting them back. I don't want to put no times out there. I may be getting a little
easy, Rod. Easy.
Yeah. I won't say it. but you get them back quick, guys. You get
24 to 48 hours is what I promise here.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being with us. And guys, it's Good Friday, and make sure this what I say on all of our Friday calls. Make sure you go to church on Sunday, but especially this Sunday. This is Easter, guys, and you're welcome to come. Me and Tim, I think we got some other church members on here, but come and visit us at Harvest Life at 14401 Telegraph Road. If you don't need the address, just text me, but we would love to invite you to our church. And I know Pam and Tasha, everybody's going to be in church, but yeah, we're going to have a great week. All right, guys. Have a blessed one. And man, just have an awesome Easter weekend. Resurrection.
Yes. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good one.
Thank
Bye.
you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Everyone, happy Easter.
Thank you. Happy Easter.